Yo, welcome everyone. What if Bitcoin does not go higher? In that case, most will get trapped and liquidated. Let me show you. You're actually going to see that yesterday, Bitcoin got literally a perfect bounce at our point of control at the biggest volume cluster of the entire upper price action. The level was hit literally to the exact dollar accuracy. And we did talk about this exact area of support already a couple of days ago on Twitter, where I said Bitcoin has gotten a rejection. Ideally, we bounce at this support. Bitcoin hit the point of control, we also hit perfectly our golden Fibonacci ratio, and right now we are trying to see a bounce towards the upside and also acceptance once again above the value area high. Literally right now as we speak, Bitcoin is trading at the most important volume level. Something also I posted about yesterday on Twitter, where I actually said that yes, Bitcoin is trying to reclaim the major volume level. We are going to be slightly more bullish above the level and slightly more bearish below the level. However, I need to be completely honest with you. I did enter a brand new short or a sell position on Bitcoin just in case a drop is going to happen. And later in the video, I'm going to share with you my exact stop loss placement and the exact price target of this specific short. And no, I am not getting bearish on Bitcoin. I am not saying a drop right now must actually happen. We are still in a very strong uptrend, but the reality is, I just want to be in a short to protect my capital. I also do remain in all of my long positions on Bitcoin. Couple of hours ago, I already took some profits of the Ethereum trade, and yes, later in the video, we are also going to go through Ethereum, but nevertheless, I still do remain in a lot of different long positions on many different altcoins. However, because I want to protect my capital, just in case we are going to drop, I also entered a short position at approximately 119.3 thousand US dollar area. One reason why I entered a short are actually going to be liquidations on the 3-day, 1 week, and also on the 2-week time frame. Because what are you right here going to see? Bigger liquidations of Bitcoin are actually going to be exactly below the recent lows. And remember, liquidations are usually the magnet for the Bitcoin price. So if we do see another push down, over 80 million of long positions are going to be liquidated. But to be honest, looking right now at the liquidations only on the 3-day time frame, they're not being anything significant because they are not being over 100 million. What if we zoom out a little bit on the 1-week time frame? In that case, you're actually also going to see bigger liquidations are not going to be at the all-time high, but actually below the recent lows. So what does that tell us? A lot of people right now are holding brand new long positions on Bitcoin, and if we do see a push down, of course, they are going to get tracked. 115.4 thousand US dollars, literally exactly below the recent lows, Bitcoin is going to wipe out 134 million of long positions from the cryptocurrency market. But the reality is, what if we go even further? What if we zoom out on the 2-week time frame? Where are the biggest liquidations actually going to come in if Bitcoin right now actually does see another major push down? And yes, you're actually going to see another major liquidation cluster exactly at 112,000 US dollars, where over 200 million of long positions are going to get liquidated. So yes, do not get me wrong. I am bullish on Bitcoin. We are still in an uptrend. I do remain in all of my other long positions. However, first of all, I paid myself with the long positions on many different altcoins. And additionally, I did enter a short position on Bitcoin in a case we are right now going to see a major drop towards upside. And that is also right now why we need to talk about the importance of the value area high, exactly where Bitcoin is trading as of right now. Before we do so, thank you very much for smashing up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Later in the video, I'm even going to announce a brand new 200 US dollar giveaway. But nevertheless, what you are right now going to see, and another reason why I entered a short position of Bitcoin, why I want to protect my capital, it is simply going to be because of the volume theory. Not only liquidations on Bitcoin are right now being slightly more bearish right here, but also once we talk about the volume theory. Once we do see acceptance above the volume level, we can be looking for a rotation back towards another volume level. And what you're right now going to see, it really does look like Bitcoin is struggling exactly at this specific area. So potentially we are again going to go below the volume level and simply see a rotation back towards the value area low, towards 116.5 thousand US dollar area. And also what we can right here do, we can actually invert the chart for me to right now show you literally the exact same example that happened on Bitcoin already a couple of days ago. Once we got the acceptance above the value area low right here, and we got a rotation back towards the value area high. So if we are right now inverting the chart, pretty much exactly the same thing can actually happen. We got a push towards the upside. Potentially right now we are getting acceptance back above the value area low, and we can simply be looking for another rotation back towards the value area high. Now, of course, I am not saying a major dump is right now going to happen on Bitcoin, but I'm just saying that I want to be prepared in a case a drop is going to happen. That is why I did enter a short position on Bitcoin and also secured a lot of profits on many different altcoin trades, including Ethereum right here. Now, what if Bitcoin is not going to see push down? In that case, of course, we continue higher. I'm also going to get stopped out of my short position, and yes, I'm going to share with you my exact stop loss placement in a moment. But the first area of resistance I would be aware of right here on the 1 hour time frame simply is going to be the very important golden Fibonacci ratio, aligning beautifully also with the liquidity level. When we go from our swing high back towards the swing low, it does look like golden Fibonacci ratio on Bitcoin is going to come in almost exactly at our recent high at 120.8 thousand US dollars. Right here, it is going to be the recent high, which means that people that are right now holding their short positions probably have their stop loss placement at. So if we are going to right now see another push towards the upside, we stop people out from their short positions and only then potentially do see a major drop back towards upside. But no, my stop loss is not actually above this specific high, but above this specific high at approximately 122.5 thousand US dollar area. Why so? Because right now I want to share with you my bearish scenario I'm going to pay attention to in a case Bitcoin is actually going to see a bigger drop towards upside. In that case, I need to share with you the 5-wave Elliott wave price structure we can right now be paying attention to. We can right now say we got our first impulse right here. Right now we are probably working on our second Elliott wave. Then another push towards upside can happen, another correction, and then of course also another push down. Bitcoin finishes its entire 5-wave price structure towards upside. We grab a lot of liquidity below all of our recent lows right here. People are going to get absolutely wrecked right here, and only then we might continue our way massively towards the upside. So again, I am not saying this right here must happen. I'm just saying if it does happen, personally, I'm right now prepared with a brand new short or a sell position. And additionally, we are even going to have a perfect and a very simple invalidation level exactly above the recent high, because the reality is if we are going to break our recent high right here, probably we are going to go straight towards another all-time high. I get stopped out of my short position, but also I do remain in all of my other long positions on many different cryptocurrencies. That is simply why you can right now join the free $200 bonus giveaway. All you have to do is to go on my Twitter profile and search for the tweet where I talked about Ethereum. And I said Ethereum has hit its first major price target. All you have to do is to comment your Ethereum price prediction and include in the exact same comment also your BTUnix UID. If you don't already have a BTUnix account, you can create it completely for free with a second link down below. No KYC, no VPN. You're going to get a beautiful $8,000 bonus, and additionally, there is right now a very exclusive trading competition going on. After you register and after initial deposit, you get VIP level 3. You're going to get a 20% deposit bonus, but also additionally, you're going to get up to 40 USDT in future bonuses. Then simply, after you create an account, comment under this specific tweet your Ethereum price prediction and simply include your BTUnix UID in the exact same comment. Tomorrow, I am going to announce the winner, so definitely good luck to you. Right now, let me also talk about another major and a very important indication on the Achler stochastic CG oscillator, because on the daily time frame right now, we are clearly being in the overbought area. Usually, once we are in the overbought area, we could potentially expect some kind of a push down. We were overbought right here, Bitcoin going to push down. Overbought right here, another push down. Overbought right here, another very slight push towards downside. So yes, this right here can also be one of the reasons why Bitcoin might see another push towards downside. And maybe also right now you're wondering, what about the support level I mentioned yesterday? Remember, Bitcoin still does have a beautiful support area at approximately 117.5 thousand US dollars, where not only we are then going to feel our CME gap right here, but also we have our 50 exponential moving average on the 4-hour time frame exactly right here. Additionally, we also have the anchored VWAP exactly below our recent lows. And additionally, what we can then say, because those right here are our previous lows, Bitcoin simply does have a lot of liquidity below 118,000 US dollars. So yes, if we are then going to see another push towards downside right here and then a reaction back towards the upside, we can still be looking for long positions because it's the area of support in a significant uptrend. But the reality is, make sure you are setting your stop losses in a case the support level right here is going to fail and Bitcoin simply discontinue massively towards downside. Unfortunately, as of right now, we are trading at an area where, of course, we can pump significantly higher, or potentially we might see a bigger reversal back towards downside, because Bitcoin is simply right now still trading approximately at the value area high. So once we are going to be then breaking our value area high with volume, once we are then also going to be reclaiming the golden Fibonacci ratio at 120,000 US dollars, for sure, we can flip even more bullish on Bitcoin, expect higher targets. I get stopped out on my short position right here, and simply we are going to look towards another all-time high. But as of right now, I just want to be slightly more careful just in case we are going to drop. Now, additionally, what about Ethereum? Ethereum also, it is pumping beautifully towards the upside, and the most important question as of right now is this right here a good area for you to be looking for a brand new long position, or simply should we enter another short position? I would say like that. Shorting right here, I don't really think is the smartest idea, simply because you're shorting in a significant uptrend without any major sign of weakness on the 1-hour time frame. But the thing is, we could potentially right now already see some kind of a sign of topping out. Not only we are already trading at a very important price target, 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, but also locally speaking on the 4-hour time frame, we can identify that potentially the entire 5-wave price structure is right now actually finished. Additionally, looking right now on the RSI indicator, lower highs are being formed on the RSI, higher highs on Ethereum. On the daily time frame, the exact same story. Lower high, higher high. So potentially it could mean Ethereum might be topping out approximately at the area where we are as of right now, and we might be entering the 4th elite wave. After some kind of a correction, we can for sure expect even higher targets on Ethereum, but nevertheless, because as of right now, we are seeing a potential bearish divergence, because as of right now, we might be finishing the entire 5-wave price structure, I want to be once again extra careful and simply pay myself just in case we are maybe even going to see a reversal, not only on Ethereum, but of course also on the Bitcoin chart itself. So again, I do remain in my long positions on all major cryptocurrencies, but I am paying myself and being slightly more careful. That is also one of the reasons I entered another short position on the Bitcoin chart itself. And that is also right now why. Make sure you're taking an advantage of the free bonus, no KYC and no VPN, with the second link down below, because only after you register, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus, up to 40 USDT in future bonuses, and also VIP level 3. But additionally, make sure you comment under this specific tweet what you think is going to happen with Ethereum next. Include your BTUnix UID with the exact same comment, and good luck to you. Additionally, thank you very much for smashing up the like button.